All right, fellow XRP holders, we have a development in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. The judge over the case, Judge Torres, gave us a curveball yesterday, and we're going to dive into this. This news broke yesterday, and I want to unpack this for you and tell you exactly how this impacts you, what this is, and we're going to get into this. So if you are new to me, my name's Austin. I cover XRP every single day. And I really appreciate it if you would give me a like and a subscribe here on YouTube. If you're watching this on X, give me a follow. Okay. So before we get into it, crypto right now is up 1.8%. We've got a nice little surge going on, but it is not happening for XRP. It is flat. I think the reason that it is flat, it is the news that we are about to get into. I think that people are kind of scratching their heads going, okay, what does this really mean? All right. So here we go. So is the Ripple settlement blocked? No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. So Judge Torres has rejected the SEC and Ripple's joint request to finalize the settlement. Now, to put this in perspective, what this is remember, there was a $125 million fine that Judge Torres handed down against Ripple. And so the SEC and Ripple have, of course, gotten together and have decided to no longer move forward with the case from an appeal standpoint. And they themselves came to the realization or the determination that they were going to break up the settlement, that it was only going to cost Ripple $50 million. It's all that SEC was going to ask for, and that they could have the $75 million back. Okay. So both sides have agreed, like I just said, but Judge Torres has said no. All right. So what happened? Here's the breakdown. Remember, both Ripple and SEC want to end the case. We know this. It's the SEC that wants to cut Ripple's fine from $125 million to $50 million, not Judge Torres. She wasn't part of this discussion or these negotiations that have happened in the last month or so. Ripple and the SEC want to kill the injunction banning Ripple from future violations. Ripple and the SEC want to refund the rest of the money, which is the $75 million. Because remember, the original fine was $125 million. So the SEC only wants $50 million, and they want to close the appeals. Simple, right? No, not so fast. The judge denied it. And here's why. Okay. She said, Judge Torres said they used, quote, the wrong legal path. They filed under Rule 62.1, which is used when a case is on appeal. Their case was not on appeal. What they, Ripple and the SEC, really asking was to vacate a final judgment. And for that, you need to use Rule 60. So they should have filed under Rule 60, not Rule 62.1. Okay. This wasn't about money. They asked her to ease an injunction she already issued. But she issued the injunction of $125 million. And the SEC and Ripple went away and negotiated the difference between themselves. They said, hey, we only want $50 million, the SEC. Okay. So they're asking her, Judge Torres, to erase an injunction she's already issued, which is serious business. Courts don't just undo final rulings because both sides agree. They need, quote, exceptional circumstances. So Ripple and SEC didn't even argue that. They didn't even cite Rule 60. So what now? Here we go. Ripple has three options. Refile under the correct rule with a strong justification, split the request, modify fund, leave injunction, proceed with appeal, and risk everything. This isn't over. It's just a misstep between both the SEC and Ripple. Bottom line. Even mutual deals can fail in court if you don't follow the right processes. Ripple still owes $125 million for now per the original settlement or the original decree from the judge. The injunction stands, and the SEC's case is technically alive. Legal chess is not over. This is 100% a recall that really none of us saw coming. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I didn't know about filing under Rule 62.1 or Rule 60. Didn't know that. Didn't know that was a thing because I'm not a lawyer, guys. Okay. So you want to shoot the messenger? Cool. But hey, Didn't know this. Okay. And there's lawyers who've been looking at this up and down, backwards and forwards, who never said anything about Rule 62 or 60. I'm sure some of you out there will drop in and go, yeah, well, so-and-so said, okay, I get it. Right. All right. So this is what's going on. So what does this mean? Does this mean that we are dead in the water? No. I mean, there's 3 options. We went over them right here. By the way, if you want to get access to this tweet, go down there in the description. My account is down there, my Twitter account, and you can obviously find it through there. So what do you think about this? Do you think that this is something that we should be worried as XRP holders? I really don't. I think that this is something that is another legal hurdle that we have to get over, and we will, and we'll see how this kind of continues to play out. Okay. So again, I just wanted you guys to know that this was out there, that this is something that has developed, so that you know it's a thing and you know that it's out there. Okay. So I promise you every time a way to make more money with crypto. This is how you can do it. I have a piece of software. It's a trading indicator. It literally costs about $1.15 per day. There's a link in the description below if you want to check it out. There's a link below this video if you're watching this on X. It gives you these buy and sell alerts. This is a buy alert that it gave on Ethereum 24 days ago, and Ethereum's up 64%. It told you the right time to buy Ethereum. Okay. So what does that mean? $1,000 bought there on that buy alert, you would have already made a profit of $644. Okay. So what would that have done to change your life? Look at this. Onyx coin. Buy here, sell there, 741%. $2,000 bought here, sold here would have made you just shy of 15 grand. 15 grand in profits in less than 69 days. But you can see that the software said buy here and sell here. That's 200 more percent. But then it said as sell here and don't take a 74% loss. That's the key. Do you know when to buy? Do you know when to sell? You probably don't. If you're not using software technology, you have no clue. This costs you $1.15 per day. That's it. And it can help you make thousands of more dollars for you to put into your bank account, your pocket, so that you can go out there and accomplish those things that you want to do. Okay. This is Pepe. Look, gave a buy. There's a buy alert right there to that sell alert. That's 13% because we were in a consolidating market, and then another buy alert, boom, there. And Pepe took off in 8 days and made 72%. So $1,000 bought, you'd made a profit of already $725. Okay. There's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. What does that mean? You get to try it effectively for free. If you don't like it, you get a complete refund the minute you ask for the refund. That's it. Okay. So it's a 30-day money back guarantee. The quarterly option is the cheapest on a per day basis. There's a link down there in the description. It says X1 Algo. Go check it out. And that's where you can get access to this. Okay. And there's a discount code down there that makes the software cost cheaper than you see here on the screen. Okay. So with that, I appreciate you giving me a few minutes. Give it a look. You have zero risk in this because remember, you got that 30-day, no questions asked, money back refund guarantee. All right. I'll see you.